Good evening. Phil Lindemann with your Krystal 93 News from Luna Lending. It didn't feel like it, but today is the start of summer on Dillon Ranger District. Deputy District Ranger Amanda Wheelock.
We are switching into that summer mode. We had a lot of our seasonal employees show up yesterday.
Looking ahead to Memorial Day weekend, all campgrounds in Summit are open with no fire restrictions. Many trails and roads, though, they're still closed, like the Tenderfoot Mountain Moto system. It doesn't open until later in June. If a gate is locked, don't go. If a trail or a road is mucky or snowy, don't go. April was tough for ski town lodges. Rates were cheaper, but fewer people were coming, and revenue tumbled nearly 16% from last year's record highs. Analytics from Destimetrics says bookings were down in 17 mountain towns November through April, so was revenue. Looking ahead, summer is trending just about as busy as last summer. June and October, they're down slightly. The latest Exit 205 study does not recommend new ramps or lanes at Summit's busiest interchange. This is why.
Either side of the interchange, we have bottlenecks at the adjacent intersections.
Silverthorne's already working on this. Adams Avenue is being extended this summer. Stevens Way will grow to 4 lanes in coming years. Some other highlights from that study: models show that adding lanes will not help, and towns don't want it.
We don't want to just keep building ourselves out of this and change the way our community is built around us.
CDOT does not believe rebuilding the exit will actually make it safer, and that loses money.
So in terms of faster safety funding, none of these, am I reading this right? None of these actually meet that criteria?
Yes.
CDOT gave its report to county commissioners today. On Friday, they meet with Silverthorne. Buried in that Exit 205 talk was the unspoken reason that paid parking is the new norm.
If parking is really easy and it doesn't cost any money, it's really hard to encourage people to use transit.
Paid parking on Main Street Breck debuted 8 years ago. Since then, Frisco Bay Marina and soon Dillon Amphitheater are charging to park. A Basin starts charging next season. Forest officials predict fees at popular trailheads in the next few years. This Thursday's the annual State of the River in Silverthorne. And rivers, they're having a moment.
People already get the message. They already know how critical the health of this river is to our communities and to the entire West, really.
That was Lindsay DeFreitas with Colorado River District. She'll be talking about the district's biggest initiative, the Shoshone Power Plant in Glenwood Canyon.
The West Slope Coalition's been working on getting Shoshone permanency for over 20 years actively. And right now it's just this confluence of opportunity. We have a willing seller with XL, we have the funding available at the state, and then we're hoping to access some of those enormous federal buckets of funding.
Closer to home, Vanessa Lodgson with Blue River Watershed Group explains upcoming work on the Blue Below Dillon Dam.
Whether you're a fisherman, a rafter, a kayaker, or just like to go for hikes along the river, you'll get a good insight.
You'll also get the latest on flow predictions, reservoirs, projects, and new laws from state lawmakers Julie McCluskey and Dylan Roberts. State of the Water, it's Thursday evening at Silverthorne Pavilion. It's free, including dinner. Today we are in the classroom at Summit Middle School.
I am Ashley Smith. I'm a 6th grade language arts teacher at Summit Middle School.
Mrs. Smith has been teaching at Summit Middle for 18 years.
Middle schoolers are the best.
And collecting orphaned unicorns almost as long.
A chair stuffed with stuffed unicorns that kids have donated over the years.
You can't miss the unicorns in Mrs. Smith's class. They make it a comfy, welcoming sort of place. And that is just what 6th graders need.
They are hilarious, they are ridiculous. It's really cool watching them find themselves and really learn and grow.
She knows being a middle schooler, it's hard.
To a middle school kid, something with their friends or something that happened in school, it is a big deal.
She also knows being a middle school parent can be just as hard.
So just really validating and listening to kids, I think that really goes a long way. And also just have some fun with them. They're really funny.
Her students today are 2 weeks out from summer break and wrapping up their final unit, called Know and Grow.
They're teaching the class something they love.
Students explain what it is, why they love it, and how it enhances their lives.
How to care for a rescue dog, how to braid hair, how to make a friendship bracelet, how to do a rainbow kick in soccer. We're probably gonna have rodents behind my desk for the next 2 weeks with kids like how to take care of a hamster.
They'll be right at home with those unicorns. Thanks again for going in the classroom, proudly presented by Heavenly Times Hot Tubs and Billiards and the Summit Foundation Bright Futures Fund. In sports, the Lodo Clown Show play the Athletics tonight at 7:40. And in local sports, one more time for you in the back, Arapahoe Basin will be open until June 9th at least, Friday through Sunday only after this week. This is the latest day Basin's been open since 2019, when closing day was June 30th. Phil Lindemann, Krystal, 93 News.